Hello you awesome people and welcome to another section of this course. You may or may not be aware of basic programming stuff, but I have tried to keep substance for everybody in this section. And it's a good idea to start doing practice religiously from here. In case you have not already started, we will start with very simple topics and gradually move towards the advanced one. So what is a variable? Variable is the name you give to a computer memory location which is used to store values in a computer program. PowerShell uses variables as a temporary named storage for objects. As we said earlier, PowerShell is object based and variables are also object. It is the name of memory location where objects are stored. Why PowerShell variable is an object? Believe me, we are going to have a thorough discussion on that in a later section, which is entirely dedicated on objects and its benefits. It is fair enough for now to understand that variable is a placeholder which you use to store some values. Now, how to create a PowerShell variable? Well, it is very straightforward. Just put a $sign and give a name to your variable. You are allowed to use underscore, digits and alphabets in a variable name, and the value which we want to assign has to be on the right side of this equals to sign. Congratulations, you have just created your first variable. Now value stored inside this variable can be used later in the program. If you want any variable to be declared as global, you can just type global here, and now your variable will become accessible globally. This means even if you create this variable inside a function, variable will still be accessible globally in this cell. Let me show you by an example. So I am creating these two variables inside this script. One is global and another is not. Now I am executing this script. From this shell, if I want to get the value of global variable, I can get it, but the value of local variable we cannot, because its scope was limited within the script. So it is no more accessible to us outside of script, right? To get the list of variables, we can use cmd get variable, and we can see only global variable is appearing here. To prove my point that this global variable is accessible only in this shell and not in other shells, I can also show you this PowerShell console and run command get variable here. You can see that even the global variable is not appearing here because it was created in a different shell and it was global in that particular shell, not in this one. We have two more ways to create a PowerShell variable. Syntax looks pretty self-explanatory, though there is a difference between these two variable creation methods. New variable will always create a new variable, whereas set variable will first check if variable already exists and then it will modify the existing variable only if it exists. So basically you don't waste any memory on creating variables using set variable, as it modifies the existing variable only. By the way, I am referring to physical memory here, not the hard disk memory. Physical memory is the place where these variables get stored. For admin level task, we really don't bother if a task is completing 1 or 2 seconds late. So no need to worry much about this performance engineering stuff. Just knowing the concept is important. I hope you are clear with the difference between new variable and set variable. Please notice that the way of creating variable could differ, but to access its value we can always use $sign and then variable name. Now time to explore some variable related cmdlets. We have already seen get variable cmdlet in action. The get variable cmdlet get the list of all variables accessible in the current console. You can see all different variables which we have defined and also the variables which comes in PowerShell as predefined. You can see our preferences are also stored in form of variables here. It is Worth to take a look at this output and understand few important variables and how they impact PowerShell behavior. Example, these preference variables. The remove variable cmDelete deletes a variable and its value from the scope in which it is defined, such as the current session. You cannot use this cmDelete to delete variables that are set as constant or those which are owned by system. Let's see this by an example. We can see this variable here and it has some value. If I want to delete it, I can simply type remove variable and the variable name, and see, now the variable has been deleted. The clear variable cmDelete deletes the data stored in a variable, but it does not delete the variable. As a result, the value of the variable is null or empty. Now an interesting thing, though PowerShell follows a nomenclature of variables naming, but in case you have a strong requirement to have space or special characters in the variable name, you can still do it, though it is not recommended. For that, you just have to keep the variable name inside these braces while creating and while accessing the variable as well. If you want your variable to be constant and don't want its value to be modified after creating it once, you can use options such as read only or constant, and then if you try to modify its value, PowerShell will not let you do it. Well, that's it for the variables. We will meet in the next lecture and go through the data types of these. See you there. Take care.